Hi everyone, my name is Arshad Hussain. I specialize in pre-construction real estate in Toronto, and today I have Dror, who's the Vice President of Marketing in ELAT Canada. And Dror going to tell us more about the ELAT Canada upcoming project, Lumina Emerald City. So let's welcome Dror. Hi Dror, how are you today?
Hi Arshad, very good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much for finding time. I know you're a busy man. Okay, now before we start talking about the Lumina, I may want to ask you to tell us more about the ELAT Canada business developments, how long you guys are in the development business and what you guys have built so far.
ELAT Canada is a subsidiary of ELAT Group. ELAT Group is an international developer, been in business for over 20 years. In Canada, we've been in business for over 20 years. When we arrived to Canada, we focused on income-producing properties as well as development. And in the last decade, close to a decade, we've been focusing on master plan communities, both in Toronto and in Montreal. Emerald City is our flagship project with 9 buildings as well as some rentals and retail. And we're here to talk about Lumina.
Perfect. You know, this is absolutely, you just mentioned about the master plan community. And indeed, I think you guys are the pioneer to build this prime intersection, Don Mills and Sheppard. I remember 10 years back when you guys started, there was nothing, right? But look at it now, it's a completely outstanding, and you guys, absolutely, this is your flagship. Now, Dror, since you are very experienced and you really keep an eye on our real estate market because you're in the development business, I really wanted to know, how do you see the future of condominium real estate market in Toronto?
What we see in the market's very strong. Last year was a very strong market for pre-construction condominium. We've done very well together, working on the Peak and the Point, and we feel that this will continue with Lumina. The market in 2018 seems to be very strong still. Ground-related housing in Toronto are very expensive, and the alternative housing is lateral housing, condominiums, and we think it's the way of the future. We are very confident this will be a successful project and the market will continue to be strong.
Well said. Let me take you back because I'm working with you guys for quite a long time actually. Colors, and before that, Emerald City, 1, 2, Colors, Park Club, Lumina, Peak. Most of these projects sold out very short span of time. What was the reason behind of that success?
Emerald City is located in a very prominent location. You know, in every good investment, every good real estate transaction, you want to have the fundamentals in place. Emerald City and the specific buildings in each example have all the fundamentals. We're talking about location, close to transportation, major highways. We're talking about public transportation, TTC and buses. We have a subway station right on Sheppard. Mall, Fairview Mall is a very large mall with all the offerings one wants. We have schools, we have a brand new community center, an aquatic center, 55,000 square feet that we've built as part of this master plan communities. So all the fundamentals are in place, and that's what makes this location so successful.
Absolutely. You know, one thing you just mentioned to me, and I really want to tell clients about the community center which you guys built right in this neighborhood. I visited there, and it's really one of the community center. To be quite frank, I hardly seen a community center like this in the city. Or maybe I never visited many of them, but this is really outstanding. So credit goes to you for that. Tell me a little bit about the Lumina. What really makes the Lumina different from the other buildings which you have built in the past?
Lumina is a boutique building. It's a boutique condominium. It has about 254 units. It's smaller in relation to the other buildings. It's the last building on the block, and it's the last building in the community for us. It will have a prominent retail at ground level on Don Mills. We're talking about 30 to 35,000 square feet of retail, which will make it quite unique and a real mixed-use project. Lumina will enjoy and share its amenities with the 2 other buildings in the block. So a wide variety of amenities and a large amenities. We try to create shared amenities so the maintenance fees will not be high and will still be kept in market or under market. And great layouts, great views. Those are some of the things and features that will make this a successful project.
Now, you just mentioned one thing to me about the amenities. And the other thing which I really want to add here, the functionality of the floor plans. I think this is the second time I'm saying that because, I work with many developers actually in this city. But when it comes to, the floor plans functionality, you guys always do very, very well. If somebody is buying a unit built by ELAD, for sure, every dollar they are paying, there is a functionality because it's a complete square, right? 9 feet ceiling, right? And every single square footage, there is a great utilization for people who either they are investors or they are end users. How do you guys do that?
Well, we focus very much on the efficiency of the floor plan. We pride ourselves for, like you said, utilizing every square foot. When you're buying a condo, one of the advantages, there's not a lot of dead spaces. There are no stairs. Sure. And the units, the floor plate of the building are fairly square, and that allows us to build nice shaped units. Within the units, we try to utilize the space. One of the advantages of building in a master plan community is that you are taking the experience from the first building all the way to the last. And as we developed and built and sold every phase, we've learned something. And all of that knowledge is being invested in and detailed in the last building, which is Lumina. And so that calls for a great floor plans.
So that's mean Lumina, it's going to be a great building. And it seems like it's going to be the last building in this pocket?
Correct.
And now the other thing I just want to ask you, you mentioned about the retail element at the ground level of Lumina. What sort of retail we should expect in the future?
That's hard to say. We are working on a couple of things. I can tell you that the community was hoping to have some type of a grocery or market or food related use down there, but yet to see. We're negotiating, and hopefully something will fall into place.
Now, that's a very tough one, the question which coming to you. Prices. What sort of prices you guys are coming up with, and how my clients going to secure their unit?
So Arshad, as an agent, you have access to the information. Our price point is, we believe, is a great value for the product you're getting. In today's market, downtown Toronto, people are selling condos for $1,100 and $1,200 a foot. Our site has all the attributes we spoke about at the beginning of this interview, and yet you are still buying within a normal or middle of the road type of pricing, depending on the unit size, layouts, height, upgrades, amenities. That all takes into consideration the price.
Absolutely.
Eventually.
You know what, I tell you now, because as you just mentioned about the $1,100 price per square feet, $1,200 price per square feet in downtown, and I can tell you here, you can buy a 1-bedroom and flex in the same price with you paying for a small 1-bedroom cubicle unit in the downtown area.
Correct.
And we are very close to the Domino subway station, which I would say, I'm a short guy, but I think might be 7 minutes walking distance. Approximately. And as well, it's only 20 minutes subway ride from here to Union Station, approximately. So I would say better community for family, better community if somebody really want to invest for their future, because building Lumina, it's proximity to everything. Major school, highways here, 401 is here, 404 is here. DVP is here, and as well, I would say the Fairview Mall, which is a prime mall in our city of Toronto. right? More than 1.5 million visit in a year, I would say approximately, the Fairview Mall. So it's one of the locations which I would say, and not only that, it's the last building in this pocket. So that's mean in the future there might be no more opportunity. So once this building is built, Don Mills and Shepherd is going to be history. As you all heard from Dror, Lumina is going to be a great project and a great addition in the Emerald City community. Either you're buying for your personal living or for investment purpose. Lumina Condo, close to the Don Mills and Shepherd intersection, it's fulfilling all the essential elements for any investment. For more information about the Lumina Emerald City, you're most welcome to give me a call at 647-519-5751 or register at my website luminacondos.net for our VIP event. Thank you very much.